Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your January 2021 reading. We're going to look into the overall energy, the crystal that's going to support you this month, the spirit animal that's here to guide you, your chakra that's going to be your power center this month. And of course, we're going to have an extended version, just going deeper into your personal growth, love and romance, abundance and income, as well as what the new moon and full moon are going to do for you. Okay, so let's start with your crystal. What crystal? If you're sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign, if you're watching because you know a Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. I hope it helps you in some way. I don't know who this is for, but I'm just going to say it. Some of you are resisting surrender and you're suffering for it. I just heard give up the ghost, but you don't know how. But you want peace. You're not sure how to find it because you're hanging on to too much stuff or too much responsibility even, maybe. Okay, let's see. Moonstone. Okay, so we have 37, which is, I feel it is like returning to joy, but learning how to return to joy with that 3. And it's going to create a transitionary period for you because it ends up in a 10. So this is from the Crystal Spirits by Colette Baron Reed. I don't know them all off by heart, but they have a lot of really good stuff. So I'm going to be reading from the book periodically throughout this reading. Intuition, insight, inner wisdom, inner voice. Okay, so I really feel like you're going to be going through this phase of inner sensing. And with the 3, that's also communicative, right? So it's that inner dialogue you have with yourself. And learning more about that, maybe where the narrative runs from. Is it something that is from your soul self or your higher self? Or is it something that you've learned from other people, like your parents or the people in your life, right? And does it align? Because the struggle with intuition sometimes is, as strong as it might be, it can still be filtered. It can still be filtered by your subconscious. So if your subconscious is still healing, and it's not to say you don't trust your intuition, because I would never say that, but it's understanding, what's filtering your perception of reality. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what spirit animal is going to show up here for you this month. Oh, I like this. It's the little rabbit, okay? However, I'm like, dum. No, rabbits are cute and fluffy, but they're also afraid a lot of the time. They spend a lot of time in fear. And it's interesting as a supportive energy because I feel like it's going to pop up for you when fear is running the show, when you're more in fear than you are in your heart space. Being overwhelmed, right? Being overwhelmed. When you're balanced as a rabbit, you're a good listener, you're a problem solver, you're sensitive. But when it's kind of out of balance, it's showing up because it's saying, you're kind of being afraid of everything right now because you might be overwhelmed. So I really feel this month for you, Taurus, is your inner self, your higher self, that inner voice, that inner knowing is really going to be standing out strong. It's no longer going to be that quiet voice, right? That's being sort of overwhelmed by all the others. It's like, like the loud voices in your head, the judgmental voices, those are other people's opinions and voices that you've adapted perhaps as your own. But I feel like, ooh, I love that. Getting real grounded, friends. Time to get really grounded and anchor into Mother Earth. Anchor your energy, connect to your higher self. Let the fear tell you what's going on. But what's been happening for you is you're inner voice, which is very quiet and very loving and very firm, is being outspoken by the louder narrative that you adopted through your experiences. So those inner voices that kind of are dictated by the judgment of others, if you will. They're not all bad, and that's kind of what makes it so confusing. What I'm being guided to say is if they limit you, restrict you in any way, or keep you in lack, then they're no longer serving you. Okay, perhaps they used to serve you and they no longer do. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, almost. I think that was the Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, very interesting start. Look at that Ace of Cups right in the next line. That love of self, that filling your own cup, right? So we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is wow. Okay, so we have arguably the saddest card in the deck and the happiest card in the deck side by side. And then we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Five of Swords. So this could, especially with this Four of Wands being here, this could have to do with relationships. Okay, relationships with others, romantic relationships, very up and down. When it's low, it's low. When it's high, it's high. And the Queen of Cups is a very highly intuitive card. But when she's unbalanced, she can be a bit of a brat. I feel the energy of this card is more of tapping into your magic and seeing where you might, because the Five of Swords can be cutting yourself over something. Like you see how she's holding a sword and she wants to play with everybody else and she's kind of cutting herself in the process. So where are you cutting yourself down or sabotaging yourself in regards to your relationships, or even with the relationship with yourself, Taurus? So the Four of Wands is something to celebrate. It could be union with another person. That's why I thought it could be a relationship. But all your relationships are going to be affected ultimately by the relationship you have with yourself. And this Five of Swords is like, okay, what are you fighting for? And when you're fighting, are you actually making progress, or are you just cutting yourself down? Okay, that's kind of the energy that's coming up here. So then we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right, it's going to take time. But the more you love yourself, okay, the more you pour into your own cup, the more you're going to stay in that happy Ten of Cups energy, that happy family, happy, really seeing the magic in life energy. It's going to give you the wherewithal, or the courage, or the foundation to rewrite the script on what you want your life to look like, what you want your beliefs to be about, what you want your values to be about. And the more you experience this, the more patient you're going to be and not feel like you're rushed to make a decision. The Two of Wands, especially in this deck, he's like, that volcano is going to blow. Do I leave before it blows, or do I wait until it blows and then have a reason to leave? So it also speaks a little bit to understanding where you are putting everyone else as a priority over yourself. That was my cat Molly saying hello. So I really feel like, and it's that inner voice coming in, okay, that I think the rabbit came up because it's sort of like you're afraid of what other people's reactions might be. You're afraid of letting others down, or disappointing others, or disappointing yourself, but it's keeping you ungrounded. So I really feel your higher self and your soul self, your spirit soul guidance team are going to come in and really help you with that this month. Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles, right? Could be a division of assets, but I feel like it's more of being balanced in the give and take. If you're giving too much, or if you're taking too much, it's kind of unbalanced, right? But here we have, yeah, look at that. Knight of Swords and the High Priestess, right? This is a High Priestess card. It's the subconscious. Being able to see what's going on subconsciously. There's that, your intuition is very strong. Those who are watching are very strong intuitively, and you know something's not right, but you're not really ready to face the truth about it. And it's actually blocking your ability to be in this blissful, happy state. Okay, so look at that self-reflection. Okay, so I know this sounds tough, but I really feel it's coming up because you're ready to deal with it. You're ready to do something about it, or you're at least ready to allow your higher self or your soul guidance team or your angels or the universe to help you with it, where maybe you've been a little more stubborn and not allowing the universe to come in and do that. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so I really love this. Again, that low feeling of feeling like, is this, what I'm getting is like, is this as good as it's gonna get? I can't keep this up forever. I feel like there's a bit of an apathy with that, but it's also, there's crying over past stuff. That there's some stuff that hasn't been healed yet. Okay, but the Queen of Cups energy, your Queen of Cups energy, that intuitive part of you, that compassionate, loving part of you, okay, is going to help you step into this Page of Pentacles where you're seeing things in a whole new way. The Seven of Pentacles comes, I think it's interesting the Queen is in the middle of this because she's also allowing you patience to not be so hard on yourself. It's the whole cutting yourself down part that kind of keeps you stuck. But I really feel it's going to be a huge eye-opening month for you, Taurus, around how much you're not putting into your, how much you need to put more into your own cup, basically. I'm trying to say it, but it's not coming out grammatically correct because my soul guidance team doesn't really care about grammar. So that's just what it is. But it's understanding that when you fill your cup and it overflows, every single person and environment and item, they are affected in a very positive way by that. But if you're constantly emptying your cup and having nothing left to give, it's having a detrimental effect on the relationships around you, because subconsciously, even though consciously I feel you're very independent, subconsciously you're looking for other people to be a certain way for you in order to feel like your cup is filled. So you're going to be guided to really look into filling your cup and knowing that that's part of the give and take, because you probably give so much that you're not really taking enough for yourself, and it depletes you and everyone around you. So I say that with so much love, you guys. You're ready to deal with this. But we're going to get into the extended. Thank you so much for those of you who have watched so far. If it's helped you, please like, share, comment, and or subscribe. If you'd like to watch the extended, you can become a patron. The information is in the description box below. And we're going to get into the personal growth part, the love and romance, the abundance and income, as well as what the new moon and full moon are going to bring in for you this month. Okay.